folks, Sam Wenzel here, and a couple weeks ago I put up a video on an introduction to playing slide guitar. I'll try and find a way to either put that in the description down below, link to that, or even put it in the end credits, so to speak, of this video, something that you can pop up and click on. But anyway, today I thought I'd elaborate on it. Now, this won't necessarily do as good a job or replace what you'd get with a one-on-one instruction, but it might get you started, so I thought I'd put this out there. So I did basic how to hold the slide, some basic slide selection, that sort of thing. And today I wanted to talk about a little more. I mentioned it in the previous video, playing in standard tuning. So I can go into at some point, or I'm sure you can find lots of stuff in alternate tuning, but I wanted to start people off in standard tuning so you don't have to worry about changing the tuning of your guitar. And years ago, I know lots of people used to tell me that you couldn't play or shouldn't play slide guitar in standard, but we'll do that anyway. Lots of people have over the years, so it's not a bad thing to be able to do. Okay, so what I covered in that video was we were playing a D, G, and B string. So those three strings you play, D, G, and B, and when you play those together, that actually gives you an open G chord. So if you're playing a standard G chord with three fingers in this case, I like a three-finger G chord when I have a slide on for obvious reasons. I do four otherwise. But when you play a G chord, you'll notice that those three strings are open anyway. That's because they're actually the notes that you need for the G chord. So why bother with the whole full G chord if you want to do stuff like this? So when we do it like that, those three strings are open G. And then if you take your slide and play the first fret, you can do it with your fingers, but today we're going to do it with the slide. It's going to be a G sharp or an A flat. At the second fret, A. Third fret's going to be A sharp or B flat. It really depends on what key you're playing in, what you call which one. Won't go into that now. Some people like to argue about it, but it's an A sharp or B flat. Fourth fret's going to be a B, and so on and so forth. So if you look at your musical alphabet, your A through G with your sharps and flats in between, that circles back around. That's how that works. So if you take that open chord and start moving it up, as long as you only hit those three strings, that'll work. So when you're playing in the key of G and you're playing slide blues, some common chords, so you're actually playing chords when you're doing those three strings together, by the way. Some common chords that you'd end up playing would be your G, a B flat, a C, and a D. There's other ones you can throw in there, but those seem to be like your standard go-to blues riffs in the key of G. So we've got an open, you can play those three strings open, and you can play it at the 12th fret. So everything at the 12th fret repeats. So whatever the string is, it should be at the 12th fret, the same note. Unless your intonation's way off on your guitar, or you counted your way up through the musical scale wrong, when you get to the 12th fret, it'll be the same. Your B flat you find at the 3rd fret, your C at the 5th fret, and your D at the 7th. A lot of times, depending on the song, I kind of do a lot of back and forth. If I'm playing and singing a G chord, I'll use a B flat as a filler. And I'm just touching down while I play on the B flat and lifting off again. So that would be in replace of just sitting there strumming the G the whole time. That's something you can add to the repertoire for that. And before I go, I thought I'd mention that you can play certain songs like Bad to the Bone in this tuning, as long as you only hit those three strings. So for the riff to Bad to the Bone, which is a George Thorogood hit, It would be open G, B flat and C, and you're going to play, so double, or you hit the open G twice. Those three strings, I should say, open G chord, those three strings. Touchdown for the C, open G, B flat, open. And there you have it. So there's lots of things you can do in standard tuning, not just the chording, but it's a nice addition to, and it might get you started with playing slide guitar, so I thought I'd throw that out there. There's way more you can do in standard tuning before you have to even explore the world of drop tuning, although that's not all that difficult. So I thought you'd get started there. You can play on any string, so it doesn't have to be D, G, and B. It just comes down to what notes sound or work with others. So you don't necessarily want to play all 6 strings. It's not going to sound great. That's okay, but it's not proper chords necessarily. Whereas in alternate tuning, say if you tune the whole guitar to a open G chord, the whole 3rd fret would be a B flat, rather than just these 3 strings. So it kind of comes down to different things. The other strings you could play single. So that was just messing around on the D string and nothing else. So that's practicing, making sure you only hit one string at a time if you're going to continue to play in standard tuning and mess around with different keys and different licks and stuff. Whole world you can get into there, but hopefully that helps you, get you started on some stuff, get you exploring some different things. And if you found this video helpful, feel free to click like and subscribe. Comment down below if you have any questions. And if you haven't already, you can find my solo music wherever you download or stream your music. Here on YouTube, you could type in Sam Wetzel Music, and it would be not this channel, it would be the official looking one with all the different singles and stuff on it. And you can also find Weather Advisory, my band. You'll actually have to type in band though after Weather Advisory, or else you get a lot of forecast stuff. We're also on pretty much anywhere else you stream or download your music. Thanks for watching. Bye.